really strange like sitting back down and doing this again because it's been so long. Getting like anxious about it. First off, I guess I should say hello. It's been a really long time since I filmed. Like I don't actually know when the last sit down video I filmed was. Ooh, this is really weird. Anyways, hello, I've missed you guys so much. Today I've sat down to film like a little update video for you guys. A lot has changed and everyone's kind of wondering like, what the hell are you doing, Cartia? What is going on? Because you've seen it all on Instagram and Snapchat, but you haven't, I guess, heard it straight from my mouth as to what is going on. First things first, you obviously would realize that this whole backdrop is completely different. And this is because a lot of you guys already know I have moved out of the last place I lived in. I used to live with my mum in Brisbane, like in the city there in an apartment, and now I have moved to Byron Bay, which is super crazy because a lot of you guys know that this was like somewhere that I travelled heaps on the weekends. It was like my favourite place to come to, just to chill out with some friends. I made lots of films throughout my time like coming here, and now I live here. Weird, it's really strange and it's crazy and it's so overwhelming for me. I like still can't believe it. A video from a little while ago I was saying I was moving out with 3 friends of mine. That all pretty much fell through and they didn't move to Byron. I just decided that just because it didn't work out moving out with them, I still knew that I needed to be here. I really wanted to be here for this time for a few months, just to take a moment out to like breathe and regroup and figure out what on earth I want to do with my YouTube, with my blogging, with everything, see where else I could try and expand creatively, because I feel like Byron is such a hub for so many creatives and there's so many amazing people here that I'm really excited to connect with and collaborate with, and I needed to live at the beach. I was like driving down so much just to come to the beach and hang out with my friends here, and so I was like, screw it, I'm gonna move. Everyone's been asking me like, oh, who do you live with, and like, what's your place like do an apartment tour and stuff, and I do really want to do an apartment tour, but I still have boxes that aren't unpacked. I haven't decorated yet. Like, I'm so far behind. I kind of moved here and it was like a whirlwind because I got a new job as well, which I'll get into soon. It was like Christmas, New Year's, Falls Festival, Yazzie came home, so I haven't even had time to just like sit and relax until now. Like, I've finally been able to sit down and film this, which I wanted to film for like weeks. So yeah, I'm getting there with it. Once I've kind of got all the boxes unpacked and I've got some more decorations and I'm like actually decked out this place the way that I want it, then I'll totally film a video showing you guys like my room and the rest of the apartment. In regards to who am I living with, so when I first found this place, I found it on Gumtree and I was going to be subleasing the room from the other guy that lived here. He is now moving out, he's moving to Sydney and I'm taking over the lease, so now I'm renting out the room to another guy. Super cool, super chilled. Don't really think I need to tell you guys that much about my roomie, but yeah. My room here is awesome. I have so much space. I have my own little balcony, I have my own bathroom, a big cupboard and plenty of space to film, and which is just good for me. Like, I need to have this space of my own so I can just relax. You guys will see it eventually. I'll maybe try and post some more Snapchats of like what the place looks like, because I know you want to see it and I want to show you, but it's just not ready, and I can't really show a lot of it though, just for privacy reasons. Byron's a very small town and I don't really want everyone knowing where I live, so they can't like scale my balcony and just come say hey. That's the first thing first. I moved out. I did that. That happened. I live in Byron now. I'll talk about my new job later, but I kind of want to touch on, I guess people have asked the process of moving out. Like, how has that been for me moving out by myself? I'm only 17 and I pretty much, the minute I graduated school, I packed up my shit and was like, adios, I'm out of here, like literally the next week after I graduated. It's quite personal for me. I struggle a lot with kind of showing people that may struggle sometimes, I think, or like I struggle accepting that myself, because I'm such an upbeat and happy person. I never get sad about anything, I never feel down about anything, but it really hit me once I moved here by myself that I do have my weak moments and it's okay. So pretty much what happened was, the first 2 weeks when I got here, like it was really fun and I was loving it and I was kind of like, oh, this is exciting and new. And then the minute that like my mum left, the minute that my friends left and I was just here and I had boxes to unpack, I got a new job and I was working. I had heaps of guy friends in Byron and I just didn't have very many girlfriends around me, which I'm so used to having. I lived with my mum, I always had like that womanly figure, and I didn't have that anymore. It was like I didn't have the stability of that, and so it was kind of like a massive shock for me, because I was like, whoa, like I'm alone, like it's just me here. And obviously I have like my friends in Byron and stuff, but it's like it's a very personal journey when you move out by yourself. It's definitely been like the biggest learning curve for me. I'm so happy it's happening, but I guess what happened in those 2 weeks is I just got really down, and I got stuck under this like heavy grey cloud for a little bit. I don't know how, but it just kind of happened. I know exactly why it happened. I think I was feeling really lonely. I couldn't connect. I wanted to be making videos and I had no time to do it. I had no time to be working, but I was working so much. Like I was so busy doing so much, but I was doing nothing at the same time, and it was so stressful for me because I love to stay busy. I love like connecting with you guys. I love just all of that. I had no creative ideas. Don't know what I'm doing kind of thing. It was just this massive like thing of like, what the fuck? I struggled to kind of let people know that that's how I felt, until kind of mum caught on that I was like really upset, and she was like, look, come chat, let's get through this together, we'll get there, la-di-da-da-da. And so yeah, sometimes really hard when you get sad, you can't help it. It's like, it's just something that just comes over you, and it's just about accepting. I think that was my first thing that I was struggling with, accepting the fact that I was down. It was like a shock. So I was like, oh, something's wrong with you, like you're so messed up, like you shouldn't be feeling this. And then I was like, Cartia, you're allowed to be not okay all the time. And I think that was such a big learning thing for me, because I was so used to feeling so happy all the time, and I was like, just, it's okay, like this is normal, this is human feelings to feel sad. Like I just, yeah. So the first thing for me was like accepting the fact of that and getting past it, and just looking to bigger and brighter things, and knowing that everything was going to work out and that it would all come together. Look where we are now. I feel so great. So job wise, the week before I moved to Byron, I messaged this vintage store that I loved and I'd been going to for ages, if they had any like casual spots that they needed someone just to come in over the summer to help out with. And they got back to me and they're like, yeah, sure, we'd love you to come in casually just like a few times a week and help out in the store. It's so good for me. I wanted to do it so I could, one, learn more about fashion, get more inspiration for different fashion things. I love vintage clothing. Like all the people that come in are so lovely. You guys, I've met so many of you from when I've been working, and it's just like, it's fun and it's a normal job. I just wanted to experience that, and like I think also it really gave me a sense of value for like saving up money, and like I've got goals now for stuff I want to be saving for. What are your plans for 2016? When I moved to Byron, I was in this mindset that I was going to be living here to the end of April. I was like, okay, 5 months in Byron, then I go to America for 3 months, then I move to Sydney. I was like, that's my life, that's what I'm doing, all planned out, next year, all done. And that was seriously, having that planned out. I mean, at first I thought it was such a good idea. I was like, yeah, my life's together, I know what my aims are, I know what my goals are, like I know where I'm going somewhere. And then all that shit happened once I moved here. I was like super lost, I was super just all over the place, and I spoke to my mum's friends who's a really amazing clairvoyant, and I just was like, I'm struggling, like what on earth do I do? Like I'm so stressed out about nothing. And she was just kind of like, you need to slow down, you need to stop planning, you need to just live in it. And it was crazy for me because I'm someone that just lives in the moment, but I wasn't living in the moment at all. I was only thinking about what I had planned for the future and where I could be going and how I could be working harder. The biggest wake-up call for me, because it made me realize how much pressure I put on myself. 2016, all I have planned pretty much is that I want to keep doing trips. I want to go to Melbourne sometime in the next few weeks or next month. I want to just see what it's like. I want to go party there for a bit, meet some people there, do some shoots down there. I just feel like I haven't explored Melbourne yet, and everyone's like, come to Melbourne. I'm like, yes, I really want to come to Melbourne. So Melbourne is on the agenda. Go back to Sydney. I miss all my friends there. I want to do more like little road trips out, make some like footage of that because I know you guys love that. Go to more festivals, get you know, more music gigs, just be like getting more across my shit, and I guess learning more and experiencing more and just being a kid and having fun. I'm definitely going to be in New York at some time around April, May to visit Yazzie, and then I want to go to LA for a bit. I want to be able to network and connect with some other like American content creators and all that. So if you guys know any good ones, recommend me. I'm still definitely moving to Sydney. I don't know when that's happening. I don't know if I'm going to be here until the end of April and then move. I don't know if I'm going to extend my stay in Byron. I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just going with the flow with it all. Following on from that, I just want to say how overwhelmingly crazy the past 2 weeks have been for me in regards to the impact that you guys have had on me. Having a following is so strange. I don't know how to explain it. It's like you see this number on a screen of people and you're like, oh, okay, cool, like that's cool, I've got followers or something. But then it's like when you actually are meeting the people that are following you and they know all this stuff about you, and it's like you can just, it's like an instant connection. There's no bullshit chat. It's like, oh, like, you know what's up, and I'm like, hey, like, I don't know how to explain it. When it's just you as an individual, it just doesn't, it has never hit me. Like, it just, I get it that I've got a following, but it never ever properly like hit me the impact of, I guess, what I had on people and what they had on me. And so last night when I was walking back from the beach, like, I met so many of you guys. Like, it just all happened at once. And these girls came over and they were like, I loved in this video you did this film shot that was so nice and you captured it so well, and we love your filmmaking. You've opened my eyes up to this, you've shown me this, like, you've made me so much more positive, you've done this for me. And they're saying it right to my face, and I'm meeting them and I'm like there with them, experiencing things. It was so normal, and you guys are so fucking cool. Yesterday when I was on the beach chilling, I went down to the beach by myself in the afternoon, which is what I always do after I finish work, and I took like a notepad and pen with me, and I knew I wanted to write something. I thought maybe I wanted to like think up a new idea for a film to make or something, and then so I started writing. I was kind of thinking about like the little things, like the little moments in life that I love. It started out as like a video idea, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna try and explore something new, like a different way to express how I feel, because yeah, I think a lot, I observe a lot, and that's why in my films like I try and capture essence of feeling. And so that's what I did. Like, I sat down and tried to write 3 things that I love feeling. The first one was like the touch of the ocean. The second one was like a connection with like a lover, like a boy or whatever. And then the third one was joy, the feeling of joy, like my 3 favorite things. So I started to write that, and I was like, whoa, this is weird, like everything's just flowing out and it's making sense to me, and it kind of is okay. And so then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna post this on Instagram tonight. Like, I'm gonna share this and hopefully try and show people that you can capture these little moments, and that they're actually the biggest moments, and they're so inspiring, they're so beautiful. And so I posted it, and within like 1 second of posting it, I just like broke down in tears. Like, I don't know what happened. I was just laying on my bed, and then all of a sudden I was just like, oh, I couldn't even read the comments anymore. Like, they were flooding in like crazy, and people were just like, you have such a beautiful mind, and admiring what was going on in here instead of my exterior. Last night it just all actually hit me, like the biggest rush of like gratitude. So, yeah, I posted what I've written, and then I got all the comments from you guys that were just incredible, and then I took Snapchat and I did this. I would normally do this. This is really strange for me, but I am fully getting teary from reading the comments you guys have just written on my Instagram. It is so overwhelming to me, like still to this day, that I have these people like you guys in my life that are just so constantly supportive. And getting comments from you guys saying that I've made your day, or I've changed your month, or changed the way that you think about things, or put you in a better mood, is all I ever want. The reason I make the videos I make and post the stuff I post is only to ever help people around me feel good about life and about themselves, and the fact that I'm doing it is so overwhelming and just fucking crazy, and I'm happy crying right now. It's like the biggest, like, just none of this is probably making sense because it's all just a big personal thing, I guess. Like, I've been through so much shit that I've just made it my goal to only ever try and spread love. The fact that all the love is being received and people are actually feeling good from what I'm doing is just so great. Like, I think the best way to explain this situation is that I'm emotional because people for a long time kind of just look past you and go, oh, like, you've got a following, you're nothing. Instantly just think you're a superficial person and you don't really give a shit about much. But for me, I've always cared, and I've always wanted to prove people wrong and saying, like, I do care. I think since I've moved out and I've met so many more of you guys in the past few weeks, and like the comments lately have just been overwhelmingly like amazing. I'm starting just to really feel so grateful and thankful for you guys. This is what this is all about. I'm sorry I had to do it in such a sulky and emotional and dramatic way. Sometimes you just can't help the way that you feel, and I'm
ready to be more open.
So many people, YouTubers, content creators go down the path of what is normal and what is acceptable. It's not me. I want to show you guys that you can follow me and know that this is true, this is real. I want to make actual change, real difference, real movement. I wish I could change the whole entire world, but I know it's not going to happen with just one person. But what I can do is change the way that people view the world and people view themselves and the self-love that they have and the way that they tackle life and take it on and just have fun with it. Finally, like last night, I was like, people actually get it, they get what I'm trying to do. They don't just now see me as like this beauty YouTuber. They've seen my change, they've seen my growth as a person, and they're accepting. I can't put it into words, like the feeling of being able to help people, and that is all I want. Don't know if I've made any sense in this video. I don't know what I've been rambling on about. This was an update video and now it's gone to something else. Pretty much update 101. Yeah, I moved around, I'm here now, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm creating more, making more films. Gonna have a lot more videos up. Try and mix it up between some normal YouTube videos, like a classic haul one, still with fashion, some lookbooks, some classic YouTube videos of course, because I know you guys still enjoy them, but there's going to be a lot more film type videos, more writing, more stuff up on my Tumblr. I'm so excited if you'd all come on this wonderful journey with me. It's very exciting, it's very scary. Starting fresh, we're starting new. This is 2016 and a lot has changed and it's going to continue to change, and I'm excited, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Au revoir.